Welcome back, Madridistas and football fans. We've got huge news coming out of Real Madrid. The club are preparing a new contract and pay rise for Aurelien Tchouaméni, while also keeping a close eye on Manchester City star Rodri as a long-term midfield solution. We'll break down Dean Huijsen's impressive start, Mbappe's world-class form and fresh praise from Michael Owen, plus the rapid rise of Franco Mastantuono, who could be about to start for Argentina alongside Lionel Messi. A lot is happening at the Santiago Bernabéu. Let's get into it. According to Defensa Central, Real Madrid are planning to improve Aurelien Tchouaméni's contract, offering him a pay rise and an extension. The French midfielder's current deal runs until 2028, but if he continues to perform at a high level this season, the club is ready to make good on the promises made when he first signed. Tchouaméni has been displaying impressive form, combining tactical intelligence with physical dominance in midfield. As such, he has established himself as a pillar of the squad. Real Madrid are keen to retain him and believe he will remain a vital part of the team for years to come. At just 25, he has plenty of room to grow, making it unlikely that the club would consider selling him despite interest from other teams closely monitoring his progress. Commitment to Real Madrid. Despite the transfer speculation, Tchouaméni has been clear about his intentions. He wants to make the most of the remaining years on his contract and aims to stay at Real Madrid for as long as possible. When the time comes for contract renewal talks, he is expected to engage with the club and work towards a mutually beneficial agreement. These discussions could begin at the end of the current season or during the next, but Tchouaméni's continued performance will be key to the process. For now, Real Madrid's priority is keeping him performing at the highest level. If he maintains his form, the club will be ready to reward him with improved terms and secure his future at the Santiago Bernabéu. His growth, leadership and consistency make him one of the most important players in the squad, and the club is eager to ensure he remains at the heart of their midfield for seasons to come. Manchester City midfielder Rodri has been linked with Real Madrid in the last few months, but Manchester City want a new contract. According to a report by Give Me Sport, Manchester City are now pushing hard to secure a contract agreement with Rodri amid interest from Real Madrid. Manchester City paid around €70 million to sign Rodri a few years ago, and they have no intention of letting him go to Real Madrid anytime soon. The club is now working hard to tie him down with a new contract. Rodri has established himself as not only one of the best midfielders in the world but also the very best in his position. Fresh off winning the Ballon d'Or, his importance to City cannot be overstated. Last season, when he was unavailable, the team's performances dipped dramatically, costing them both the Premier League title and the Champions League. Pep Guardiola knows he must keep Rodri at the heart of his midfield, especially with the Spaniard now at the peak of his career and expected to remain a key asset for years to come. It's no surprise that Real Madrid are closely monitoring the situation. With Luka Modric and Toni Kroos no longer in the squad, Los Blancos need to reinforce their midfield for the future. After a disappointing campaign last year, the club is determined to bounce back and sees Rodri as an ideal addition to their next generation of stars. Los Blancos will look to fight for major trophies consistently once again, and they need a reliable defensive midfielder. The Manchester City star could be the ideal fit for them. It will be interesting to see if they can convince the midfielder to return to Spain in the coming months. A departure in the middle of the season is highly unlikely, and Real Madrid will have to wait until next summer in order to get the deal done. Manchester City will certainly hope that they can convince the player to commit his long-term future to the club. With the transfer window now officially drawn to a close, Real Madrid fans will be more than happy with the club's signings in the summer. Each of the newly arrived players has performed impressively. Real Madrid were hit by a major injury crisis at the heart of their defense last season, as two of their center-backs, David Alaba and Eder Militao, spent almost the whole campaign on the sidelines. As a result, the Merengues prioritized the strengthening of that area in this transfer window and brought in Dean Huijsen from Bournemouth for a fee of €62.5 million. Surprising many, the Spanish centre-back seems to have already secured a place in Los Blancos' starting 11 and appeared in all 3 La Liga matches till now as a starter. Recently, Huijsen has opened up about his experience at Real Madrid and how he is fascinated by the stature of the club. He has said to Marca via Fabrizio Romano. Dean Huijsen has been left amazed by his early experience at Real Madrid. The young centre-back enjoyed an impressive 2024-25 campaign with Bournemouth, where he featured in 33 matches across all competitions, and has already earned 4 senior caps for Spain. His rise has been remarkable, from being on the fringes at Juventus to now wearing the famous white shirt of Real Madrid in just 2 years. While his defensive ability was already well known, what has truly surprised fans is his passing range and accuracy, something Los Blancos have lacked in recent years from their defenders. Against Mallorca, the 20-year-old showed his class by assisting Arda Güler's equalizer before Vinicius sealed a 2-1 win moments later. Real Madrid have also reinforced their squad with Trent Alexander-Arnold and Alvaro Carreras in the fullback positions, while Eder Militao and David Alaba are back from injury. With Huijsen stepping up alongside these names, the squad looks ready to challenge strongly for trophies this season. Huijsen is among the players called up for national duties. Meanwhile, Xabi Alonso continues to work with the rest of the players available to further align the squad with his tactical setup. Real Madrid take to the field next against Real Sociedad following the international break, and Los Blancos will look to continue their winning form. Since joining Real Madrid last summer, it is perhaps safe to say that Kylian Mbappé has once again consolidated himself as one of the best players in world football. In his debut campaign at Los Blancos, Mbappé won the European Golden Boot as well as the La Liga Pichichi Trophy, ahead of Barcelona superstar Robert Lewandowski. Overall, Mbappé has already racked up 47 goals in 62 competitive matches for Real Madrid, 3 of which have come this season. Now, as Mbappé looks to continue his goal-scoring momentum for the French national team this week, the striker has received praise from English football legend Michael Owen. What Michael Owen said about Mbappé. Speaking on Rio Ferdinand Presents, a talk show hosted by the former Manchester United defender, Owen heaped praise on Mbappé, as he called him the best player in the world. Kylian Mbappé is the best player in the world, Owen said about Mbappé. He can take a game away from someone. Extending his praise for the French international, Owen noted the player's ability to embarrass an opponent with his skill set. He's got the ability to embarrass you if he gets you out wide, a bit of skill, his touch, his pace, he can finish, he can take a game away, he added. Owen is not certainly alone in his praise for Mbappé. Even French national team coach Didier Deschamps has recently lauded the Frenchman for his leadership, even admitting that he is much fresher than last year. It is apparent that the move to Real Madrid has worked out well for the Frenchman, who will now play a leadership role as the club look to kickstart a new era under Xabi Alonso this season. Since joining Real Madrid in August, Franco Mastantuono has had a rather rapid ascension to Xabi Alonso's first-team plans this season. The young Argentine has started 2 of Real Madrid's 3 games this season, racking up 151 minutes of league action. Although he is yet to score or assist a single goal this season, the general feedback has been positive and it appears Alonso really trusts the former River Plate prodigy. Mastantuono set for maiden start for Argentina. Mastantuono's move to Real Madrid in the summer came against the backdrop of the youngster making his Argentina debut in June. The then River Plate star appeared as a late substitute in Argentina's 1-0 win over Chile in a FIFA World Cup qualifying match. Now, as Argentina gear up for matches against Venezuela and Ecuador in the season's first international break, Mastantuono looks all set for his maiden start for his country. According to TYC Sports, the Real Madrid youngster is poised to start for Argentina against Venezuela tonight. Mastantuono is likely to start alongside Lionel Messi in attack. While this could become the youngster's first start for Argentina, many believe tonight's game could be Messi's last on Argentine soil. Mastantuono, however, will face competition from ex-Real Madrid player Nico Paz for a place in the first team. It must be noted that Paz remains a candidate to become Mastantuono's future teammate at Real Madrid, considering the fact that Los Blancos hold a cheap buyback clause that can be activated next summer or the one after that. Following the Venezuela game, Argentina are slated to take on Ecuador on September 9th. And that wraps up the latest from Real Madrid. From Tchouaméni's possible renewal, to Rodri talks at Manchester City, Huijsen's stunning breakthrough, Mbappé proving he's the best in the world, and Mastantuono stepping onto the big stage with Argentina. Los Blancos are looking stronger than ever. What do you think, Madridistas? Should Florentino Perez push hard for Rodri, or focus on securing Tchouaméni's future first? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for daily Real Madrid updates, and hit the bell so you never miss the latest news from the Bernabéu. Hala Madrid.